Hey guys, it's Bella, and in this video I am going to introduce to you a poem written by one of my favorite medieval authors, but one that I don't often get to talk about on this channel because he did not write in Latin or Gothic or Old English or any of the other languages that I normally do on this channel and which I'm much more qualified to talk about, but he wrote most of his works in medieval Italian. We have four surviving manuscripts by this man, of which three are in Italian and one is in Latin. And who is this man? He is the one pictured here in this cropped out and very heavily modified image, and his name was Fiore dei Liberi, which is Fiore of the Free Men, and this poem, as well as the image, is taken from his treatise, The Flores Duellatorum, the Flower of Duelers. And its Italian name is Il Fior di Battaglia. So if you want to go to Wiktenauer.com, I'll link it in the description to this video, and you can access this all of the manuscripts of Fiore dei Liberi. You can get a translation and a transcription of them, all for free. Really useful stuff. Some of you may know about HEMA already, actually, perchance. And if you have questions about HEMA, medieval European martial arts, feel free to ask them in the comments and I will try to answer as best I can, because it's an area that I happen to have a fair bit of expertise in, because in my undergraduate years, I would train Fiore dei Liberi's techniques with my friend Agnes, and shout out to you, Agnes, if you're watching this video. We would train these techniques together and spar, and we would learn how to put them into practice. And it's a really interesting fighting system that Fiore dei Liberi teaches in his book. It's a fighting system that works in armor and out of armor, on horseback and on foot, and it's unitary. So he fights in very similar ways with similar techniques based on certain fundamental principles about the human body. He fights in these ways, whether he's fighting unarmed or with swords or with daggers, etc. And then I went on in my master's dissertation to do a dissertation on sword fighting in the 15th century, which drew very heavily on Fiore dei Liberi's writings and teachings. So I'm very excited to be able to talk about him and share this poem with you on this channel. And this poem is basically just him, I don't know, it's a pep talk, basically, this poem, summing up the kinds of virtues you need to have to succeed in his art of combat. So if you want to, pause the video and have a go at translating this on your own. And for now, let's get into it. And forgive me if I butcher the Latin poetic diction. So, armorum actus site delectat amice, noscere tecum habeas totum quod carmine monstrant, sis audax vitque animum excedis ad esto. Nil mentis et timor ades perficere posses, huius in exemplum mulier sit pavida numquam, nudum expectarder gladi formidine capta. Sic homo formidandut femina nulla valebit, de forvet et totum cordis audacia deesset. So, what does all of this mean? Oh, audacia et virtus talis consistit in arte. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the first line and let's do this. So, we'll tackle these last words first, actually. Si te delectat amice. If it delights you, O friend, and Fiore addresses us deliberately, and he begins the sexist assumptions that are going to underline all of his writing, and especially this poem, because he assumes that he's speaking to a person reading his book of fighting techniques, and he is assuming a male reader, which is not unrealistic for his time period, but it's coming from a place of very deep-seated sexism, as we will see. Nocere actus armorum, to learn the deeds of arms. Tecum habeas totum quod carmina monstrant. May you have with you everything which the songs will teach you or teach you. Sis audax viatque animo. May you be daring in your might and your mind. Nex senix ad esto. Don't be an old man. Nil mentis timor. May there be no fear, nil timor, in your mind, menti. Ades perficere posses. This is a really great bit of pep talk. You're here. Perficere posses. You can succeed. You can handle this. Huius in exemplum mulier sit pavera nunquam. So, a timid woman never would be an example of this. Nudum expectare gladium formidine capta. she would await the naked sword, seized by fear, by terror. And there's almost certainly some sexual implications going on here, especially because the nakeds or the nudum gladium that we see in this poem would have been drawn from a vagina, which is a short sword sheath. And of course, in medieval times, there were bollock daggers, and there was a great deal of phallic imagery involving swords. So that he's definitely bringing in some sexual subtext here. Sic homo formidans ut femina nulla velebit. Thus, a person, and this can also be translated sometimes as man, but here it's, well, it could be either, setting himself up as a woman will achieve nothing, basically. Deforre totum cordis. The whole of his heart is like hollow. Si audacia deesset. If bravery is lacking. Audacia et virtus talis consistit in arte. Such bravery and virtue consists or is sort of stands to attention in this art of fighting. So Fiore is basically saying women can't fight, which is bullshit. Women may have, on average, physical strength disadvantages relative to men, but they can definitely still fight. And he is saying that in order to fight, you need to be brave and strong. He's emphasizing braveness over anything else, I reckon. Hold this pep talk in your heart and you will succeed in any battle you apply yourself to. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little, I guess, pep talk from an Italian man who's over 500 years old telling you how to fight. I certainly had a great time reading and translating it for you. If you want to see more videos like this, like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, ring the bell, and you'll get notifications when I go live. If you want Latin lessons from me personally, you can subscribe to my Patreon, which I will link in the description of this video. You can also join my Discord server, where we will be doing free Latin lessons like this sometimes. So, until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I've really loved being able to share a poem by Fiore dei Liberi with you. It's been amazing. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye!